Bitcoin is right now creating a new symmetrical triangle, just like we did over here. And at the same time, we are still trading inside of a weekend, so we can be expecting a lower amount of volatility. Of course, a huge breakout is imminent because we are not only creating this symmetrical triangle, but we have also been forming this falling wedge pattern where we are going to be breaking out of any time soon. So you need to be getting prepared because the stock market is also diverging like crazy from the Bitcoin price. The stock market has been going parabolically towards the upside, while Bitcoin even has been a bit downtrending. Look, so well, Bitcoin has some major catching up to do right now with the stock market. You need to be watching this video all the way through because this video will be an absolutely important one. So first of all, beginning with the imminent short term, we are going to be watching this new symmetrical triangle. Of course, I do think there will be a very good chance that we will be consolidating in this symmetrical triangle during this weekend because, well, usually around we can be seeing lower amounts of volatility during the weekend. But one very interesting thing to note is that, of course, we have been creating this new CME gap. We have closed our CME futures trading at about the 29.5k to about, well, the 29.6k level. And if we are going to be closing that CME gap, we would be retracing all the way back towards this new heights right here. And usually around this is what happens during a weekend. We are just going to be consolidating at about the CME futures close price, which of course in this case was about the 29.6k level. And if we are going to be consolidating around that level and retracing back towards the upside towards that level, well, we are going to be breaking towards the upside of this symmetrical triangle. And at the same time, we will also be breaking out this falling wedge pattern towards the upside. So this will be something very major. Now, I do think, first of all, we will be consolidating in towards our symmetrical triangle that we have been forming right here. And towards the end of this weekend, we will be filling our CME gap. This is what I'm expecting. Of course, this can be changing, but I will just be waiting for a new bullish divergence to be formed, because whenever we are going to be forming a bullish divergence at about this support level, this green support area, well, that is going to be indicating me that we are going to be forming strength in towards the market at support, which whenever we are going to be doing that, I am going to be willing to be entering more money in towards my long position. Now, other than that, of course, also for the imminent short term, well, this break towards the downside is probably just a very big bear trap, because we have seen this break towards the downside, but we did not see any kind of volume confirmation. And whenever you see a breakout without volume confirmation, well, usually around it is just a fake out. That is why I'm thinking this is actually just a bear trap, and we can be having a look in towards a different kind of pattern. And in this case, I am going to be having a look in towards this falling wedge pattern. Now, if we are going to be breaking out of this falling wedge with volume confirmation, right, we want to be seeing this spike in volume, well, then we can be saying we are definitely seeing a very valid pattern breakout of this falling wedge, and then I do think we are going to be seeing continued price action all the way back towards these highs right here. Now, if we are going to be seeing a breakout with no volume coming through, this will be very important. Well, then I just think we are going to be getting another rejection from of this previous support right now turning in towards resistance. Okay, so this will definitely be a very interesting and very important pattern to be watching for the Bitcoin charts, just like we have been watching this pattern over here. A very important thing to keep in mind, of course, is that, well, the stock market has been parabolically going towards the upside, while Bitcoin actually has been going towards the downside. And previously around, whenever this happened, we saw that Bitcoin has actually been catching up with the stock market. So in the end of the day, Bitcoin will be getting a very explosive move towards the upside whenever we are seeing this kind of a divergence. But on the contrary side, of course, we are seeing some bearish developments right now happening on the Bitcoin charts. We are seeing a 3-day bearish MACD cross, as well as we can be seeing that the EMA ribbons, the daily EMA ribbons, are actually right now crossing bearish. We are falling down below it, and we are potentially even retesting it towards the bearish side. So, well, this is definitely not looking very good. But of course, well, do keep in mind that the longer term trend is still towards the upside. We are still in this bear market recovery phase. I do still think we have a lot more room for growth. Having a look in towards our on-chain indicators, we are not looking topped out at all. And as you can be seeing on this chart, well, we still have a lot more room for growth basically. So very important to keep this in mind, and that will also be the reason that whenever we are going to be actually breaking towards the downside right here, well, I do think we are going to be falling down below towards our next support level. Right here, this horizontal level is going to be the first level I'm going to be watching out for. If we are going to be failing to be holding this one, I'm going to be having a look in towards this red support level. And what will be very interesting about this red support level is that it will probably be confluencing with this trend line after all over here. And whenever we can be retesting this trend line, well, I definitely do think we do have a very good chance of seeing a very major bounce. So this will be the most important support level that I will be watching out for. And because we are still trading in towards a daily uptrend, I am still rather longing the Bitcoin price and actually shorting the Bitcoin price. Now, other than that, whenever we are actually going to be falling down below this support level right here, well, then we are definitely in some dangerous territories, because then we would also be breaking towards the downside of this rising wedge pattern, and then we should definitely start to be getting worried about the Bitcoin price. Now, I do not think it will be very likely, of course, because still, again, we are trading in towards this daily uptrend, but this is definitely one scenario you want to be keeping in mind. Okay, other than that, well, this weekly orange resistance level is really going to be the level to break. Whenever we can be breaking above that level, well, I definitely do think the 35k level and the 41k level is going to be getting reached very quickly. Of course, also the Bollinger Bands have been squeezing us in for a very long period of time, and I just think a similar move, just like right there, is going to be happening with right here first a very big squeeze with a break towards the upside, which was a fake out, then downtrending price action, and then after that a major move towards the upside, which we are right now exactly doing. We are seeing this fake out towards the upside, downtrending price action, and I think we are going to be creating this move towards the upside very soon. Now, also on the weekly Bollinger Bands, we are also seeing the tightest Bollinger Bands in history, and something absolutely massive is about to happen right here on the weekly time frame as well. And we can be seeing that we are seeing very major Bitcoin seller exhaustion. The bears have little to no leverage left to suppress the Bitcoin's value towards the downside anymore. So this push towards the upside, in my opinion, is going to be very likely. So it's definitely going to be very interesting to be seeing this unfolding, this symmetrical triangle that we are right now forming. Be sure to be following me on Twitter and join my free Telegram channel with the link down in the description. And I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.